Ay yada yada day day dam. Yada 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 day day. Yada day day yada dam. Yada 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 yada. Yada 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 yada. Yada da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 ya ba ba ya ya. Ya da da ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da ya da ya da ya. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 ya da da ya da da ya da da ya ya da ya. Ya da ya 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 ya. Ay ya 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 da 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 da. Ya 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 da ya ya da dum. Ya da ya da ya da da ya da. Ya da ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 dum. Ya da 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 dum. Ya da 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 ya da da ya ya. Boker Tov, good morning. Chag Sameach. It is Simchat Torah. It is the last few hours, whatever the hours are, 9 or 10, probably 9-ish hours, as the sun is going down much earlier, and it's so recognizable. So we can only imagine what it will be like when we turn the clocks. But anyway, here we are, with a few more hours left in the holy day season, or the season of awe, and it is awesome and awful all at once. There are so many things that are so amazing and so heart fulfilling, and there are other things that are still so heart wrenching. And so we begin this morning, with the words Chag Sameach. That is, this should be happy, a happy holiday. And so on Simchat Torah morning, we're holding joy and we're holding anger and we're holding hope all in the same time. And Simchat Torah is our day of completion and beginning. The moment we finish reading Torah and immediately start again from Bereshit, the story of creation. It's interesting always to me that, okay, why don't we finish the Torah last night and then maybe this morning begin with Bereshit? But it's never done that way. No matter if you're reading Torah at night or if you're reading it in the morning, it's always done that you are finishing one and starting the new simultaneously, or one after the other. And the reason for this is that there's really not an end and a new beginning. Rather, it's a continuous cycle, similar to the cycle of life and just kind of how the world works. It's a new year comes and the old year ends and the new one starts right away. It's a difference of 1 second that things change. And that's true for Torah. It's our reminder that even after a year of wandering and questioning and breaking, we still begin anew. But this year, that renewal comes with a heavy heart. We all thought, going through Sukkot, the end of Sukkot especially, that, wow, we're going to get the captive back. Wow, this is going to be so unbelievably joyful during Sukkot when we're commanded, literally, to be joyful. And yet there's still hesitation, there's still trepidation, there's still this feeling of like, could it really be exactly like they say it's going to be? Just because we've been shown so many times over and over that you get your hopes up and you get let down. So the heaviness in our hearts is because we've witnessed the miracles of the return of some who were held captive and answered prayer beyond words. And yet the joy of that return exists right beside the anguish of those still waiting. The heartbreak that bodies of the slain still are unrecovered. We're also confronted by the deception and corruption, moments that shake our trust in human decency. And why do I bring this up? So, those that were returned, 20, we're waiting on 24. They send 4 bodies back. Families are notified, and funerals are starting to happen. And then they send the next 4 back. 3 were Israeli captives held in Gaza, and 1 was a Gazan body. So already, okay, mistakes happen, but I don't believe that's a mistake. I believe that there's some intentional, something, there's some reason why this happens. It's in someone's control to say, I'm going to let this get all the way through. That body should be received, and they should do all of the testing that happens to make sure the people are the people, the notifications of family members before the world, all of these kind of things. And you sent back, you told us 4, but you gave us 3. How can we believe in human decency? How can we trust that we'll get all of these bodies of our people back? Celebrating Simchat Torah feels difficult. But it felt difficult last year also because it was, a year after all of this broke out. How do we hold on to joy when the world feels so unsteady? The Torah doesn't flinch from complexity. The Torah we celebrate today is not a story of perfection. It's a story of humanity, of people who fail, of rage, of rebuilding, of restarting again. From Bereshit in the beginning, outward and onward, Torah doesn't shy away from the messiness of life. It invites us to stand inside it. I remember a student years back, I gave a summary of their Torah portion so that we can work on the speech, but also so they could understand a little bit about what their portion was. And the student said, well, this is like a tiny paragraph of information, but my Torah is so long. So I said, okay, do you prefer that I give you the translation versus a summary? They said, yes, I printed it out. We read it together. And the student said, these are their words. Damn, I always thought the Torah was like a perfect story. I didn't realize how terrible things were. Because Torah doesn't say, this is this book. These are the 5 books. And it's amazing. It says, these are the 5 books, and here. read it and learn something from it. It's not better than you or I. It's a guidebook to say, here is how it's set up, here is how we're living, and look at those similarities. Did we learn anything from this? Life is messy. Torah times, biblical times were also messy. So maybe the real commandment of Simchat Torah isn't just to dance, but to keep turning, to turn toward one another, to turn towards justice, to turn towards hope, to turn towards possibility, to turn and keep turning until it feels better. It's like the person who has a career but hates it. But the money is good. They make the best of it, but every day of their life they're miserable. But the pay is really good. The people aren't so bad, but they hate the job. And every day is miserable. And they keep turning and they keep turning, but they're staying where they are. But sometimes we need to turn it and change it. Sometimes just finding a little happiness for yourself is worth that turn. To turn toward one another, to turn toward betterment, to turn toward happiness, to keep turning until you find what you need, what you look for, what you've longed for. And even when our hearts are heavy, we keep turning. It says, turn it, for everything's in it, referring to Torah. But turn it, for everything is here for us to witness from the beginning until now. That we can hold joy for the miracle of the returned hostages, anger at the cruelty that still persists, grief for the lives cut short, and hope, unrelenting sacred hope, that peace and truth will still prevail. Simchat Torah does not ask us to choose between these emotions. It teaches that holiness comes from holding them all, from allowing our joy to be honest, our anger to be righteous, our grief to be witnessed, and our hope to be stubborn. As we begin Bereshit again with the words that feel ancient and brand new, Vayehi Or, let there be light. We remember that light doesn't erase darkness, it meets it. May this new beginning bring light to those who are free and those still waiting. May truth outshine corruption, and may mercy rain down on every soul that longs for home. May the joy we feel today not deny our pain, but transform it into resolve and compassion and action. Because Torah is not only what we read, it's what we carry. And this morning, we carry the whole story. The relief, the anger, the grief, and the hope, all bound together like the scroll itself. Chag Simchat Torah Sameach. May we find strength in beginning again. Thank you for joining me, Rabbi Jay, and Fern, Amy, and Paula, Elisa, Suze, whoever else is watching, because the number is much higher than the check-ins. May we continue to show up for one another, and may we find strength in beginning again. We are one human family, one heart of abundant love. We love you. Am Yisrael Chai. The Jewish people will live. Let us find that light, the light by Or. Let there be light for all of us. Amen. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. 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 Ora Avinu Chai. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 9:30.